there's something that everybody in this room should or want to be doing right now, but you're not.
Okay.
What is stopping you from doing that thing?
That's deep, bro.
Let me start. I can start with that.
Okay.
I will start.
Like start with like, what is this thing that you've always wanted to do?
I'm not gonna put it out there. I don't want to put it out there just because people tend to ruin.
Okay.
When you put things out there like that, people will always shoot holes into it, or why it won't work.
Okay, so you can answer the second part. Of the
Yeah, I
question?
will answer the second part. I guess I would say it's twofold, right? When you want to do something, it's not that you want to be accepted per se. It's when you do something, it's like, oh, I want to be appreciated for what I'm doing.
Are you saying do something new, or are you saying do something? Anything?
Do something that you're doing. You want to be, or in my mind, maybe this is like a good thing or bad thing, you know, that I'm looking or I want something to be appreciated or whatnot. And it's like doing that. One, the first part is to do so. It's going to take a lot of money.
Okay.
Well, not a lot of money, but a good bit of money. And as a kid, I learned money in a wrong way.
Sure.
You know, I learned as, oh my God, it's so valuable. You shouldn't spend it on stuff. Like you should be very frugal.
Like you should be very risk averse.
Yeah, be very risk adverse. It wasn't until recently that my mom and dad literally sat me down like, no, take your money and spend it on stuff that you want to. Like, don't spend on dumb stuff. But if you think this money can take you somewhere, spend it. Like, don't like spend it on stuff that matters. Don't spend on a bunch of BS that in a month you're never gonna use it again. Like, if it can help you grow, spend that money. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, so that's kind of rewind. I'm slowly working that way, but that's one obstacle is the money. The second is whether it will be accepted and appreciated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I realize the thing I'm going against that, like I said, it's taking time, is the people that don't appreciate it, I shouldn't worry about.
Sure.
But that takes the time to get over. Like the people that don't appreciate it. And that's fine. And then people who do appreciate it will appreciate it versus whether or not it's one person, the one person, which is myself, 2 people or 1,000 people. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know, that's what's stopping me is those 2 things.
Okay.
And the third thing is no, it's just those 2 things.
So you're saying whatever this thing that you feel like you should be doing or start doing, you're saying that the barrier to entry for you is you needing to unlearn financial
Bad
dogmas.
It's basically like
you've grown
scarcity.
Up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
The scarcity mindset.
Yes.
And I think both of them are about scarcity. I think one obviously is money, and the other one basically not caring as much about your non-supporters.
Yes. It's like the people who don't care. I shouldn't be worried about those people that don't care or won't care or people who say negative comments about it or whatever that might be. Yeah. But I shouldn't care. But I do care. But I know that I shouldn't care.
It's very easy for someone like me to be like, Jay, just do it, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think like when you're the person who is taking on this really big endeavor, that mental block is so debilitating. It's like a fucking prison.
Yes.
Right? And I know what you mean, and I'll never be like, Jay, just get over it. Because when I started to create content, right, like I had those fears too.
Yeah.
Like, what if people don't agree with what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So the irony in that is that you only get over that once you face it.
No, yeah, I agree.
And I think you know that too.
I agree, yeah.
But yeah, that's why it's like a tug of war.
I will say the way I've realized I'm getting over it is just doing this podcast, because Jesse and I will make clips and people will say stuff about them, or people will say stuff pertaining to the podcast, not even just in the comments, but like Jesse says, the people who don't like it, it's not for them.
Yeah.
And the people that do like it, it's for them, whether or not it's 1 fan, 2 fans, 0 fans, 100 fans. It's not for the people who don't like it. It's not for those people.